And a very big thank you to the RRG Group, who are my latest sponsor and will be throughout the season, going home and away all over Europe, the FA Cup, of course the Carabao Cup as well, and in the Premier League. Thanks for your support, guys.
Well, as an obsessed City fan, I've always said that I would watch City if they were playing every single day of the week, but I can't deny that today I'm feeling a little bit tired, got a bit of a chest infection, and 2 games in 48 hours has certainly taken it out of me. There have been a lot of games recently, so I have a lot of sympathy for the players who are having to play again so soon after the Wolves game, especially having lost the game. How are they going to react today? That's the question. So I'm going to talk to fans who are here today to see if there's any who feel like me, who are a little bit exhausted, even though they're clearly still delighted to be here. And even 1 or 2 of the former players, see if they've got any sympathy for the players of today, the players of 2019. Thanks very much for watching. Let's see what people are feeling today. As a spectator, I know what it's been like for me, but has it exhausted you watching all these games?
It certainly has. All these Europeans and all these cup matches, it's just one after another. This doesn't help. 2 games in 3 days. I was actually, when I was over in Milan, I was actually so tired. I did the day trip because my grandson had to get home for work, and getting back to the airport at 1 o'clock in the morning, I collapsed and was unable to fly back to England until my blood pressure had gone back up again, because I'd been told I was so tired and dehydrated that my blood pressure had dropped. It cost me £1,060 to get us both home. Luckily, the insurance has been very good, and we've got that back. But it is very, very exhausting. Very exhausting.
I know you wouldn't want to not be at all the games, but you do have a bit of sympathy for the fact that the players who've got to play twice in 48 hours.
I think it's disgraceful. I don't think the FA are thinking about the body of these players. Rejuvenating, really, because it takes a lot longer than 48 hours for your body, your muscles and your joints to get back to full strength. And this is the way that accidents happen, because there's too much strain on already damaged limbs, because they're not getting back to full fitness.
This is sunny today.
It's beautiful today. So I'm just going over now to the kids' play day. So I'll enjoy that, and then the match after.
Yeah, you went through it. It was natural in our day, to do that in a couple of days. But I'm sure they'll be up for it. But these are a good side, Sheffield United. Yeah. They're not a bad side, so we've got to be up for it. And,
I know you're old school, Tommy, and I know you just got on with it. But there is a downside to playing 2 games in 48 hours, isn't there?
Oh, of course it is.
For the body.
Yeah, of course it is. I mean, if you get little injuries they won't be able to play, and it'd be interesting to see what the team is. I mean, I don't know if you know it yet. It'd be interesting to see if anyone's got a few knocks, but.
Plus
one of them days.
Plus, like Tommy said, today you've got 28 players in the squad. We had 16 players in our day. When you're fit and young, you can play 2-3 games in 3 or 4 days, and you're hungry and you love the game. Provided you're not carrying any injuries. The big squads today, they should be able to adjust.
So you haven't got any sympathy for these?
Nothing at all. None at all.
It was like that in his playing days.
None at all. Yeah, none at all.
Enjoy the game, fellas.
Yeah,
What brings you here today?
I'm here in my role as honorary Blades supporter, up the Blades. I mean, lovely stadium, not beautiful downtown Bramwell Lane, of course, but it's a wonderful place. Man City have kindly invited me along as the opposition guest, and I got to do a song for my supper, as it were, in a few minutes. But I'm looking forward to it. My prediction for today, Sheffield United aren't going to score one. It's a question of how many of you guys are going to score. And I kind of like watching sport where there's a comfortable seat and a good meal.
You're used to doing a lot of put-downs on the Chase.
Yeah.
What's your put-down for Sheffield United today?
Put down for Sheffield United. They're a wonderful team. They're, unlike Man City, they're performing way above expectation.
Well,
whereas you guys...
Aren't they going to get caught today?
Look, I can split the differences. If either side finds themselves in the Europa League next season, Europa Cup, you guys will be disgusted, we'll be delighted.
Enjoy the game.
Cheers, bud.
Do you have any sympathy for this era? What was it like in your era?
No, I've got no sympathy. I'm jealous because I'd love to still be playing. It's hectic. It means you spend sometimes Christmas evening away from the family, but it's well worth it to play football for a living.
I mean, I'm exhausted as a fan, I'll be honest with you. I can't imagine how it must feel like to be a player.
It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I think with all the sports science involved in football now, I think they get all the recovery they need and all the science behind that. So I'm sure the lads will be up for it and fully fit and raring to go.
Tough opponent, Sheffield United, aren't they?
Yeah, unbelievable first half of the season. I'm quite looking forward to seeing. I've not seen them this season as yet, but they've got unbelievable results and I think on 29 points already at this stage. Which, if you'd have said, would have they took that come start of the season, I think that'd snap your hands off. So, yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. It'd be interesting to see how Sheffield United set out. Will they sit back and try and keep Man City at bay, or will they just open up and go and play because they've got nothing to lose? They're more or less safe already. So it's probably a fixture that they probably see as one that they might not win at the start of the season. So do they just let the shackles off and go and play? It could be an entertaining game today.
Well, it's great in a lot of ways because you want games, you know, that's what you're in the job for. But especially at my age, you start getting a bit tired. You know, we had that spell just before Christmas where Zagreb away, Arsenal away, Oxford away in quick succession, and then you're ready for Christmas. We had a little bit of a break, but it's game after game, and it does get to you a little bit. So you can imagine that being a player is especially tough. And you know, I think we should start calling for midweek breaks, for winter breaks for journalists, personally.
I've just spoken to Peter Barnes and Tommy Booth of a different era, and they had no sympathy whatsoever for the modern footballer.
No. Well, there was a day when you used to play Christmas Day and Boxing Day, of course, and nobody thought any more of it. But I think the game's moved on. It's moved on even from Peter and Tommy Booth's times. You know, I think it's so much more intense and so much more athletic than it was then. I think that it does take it out of you a lot more. So I think it is more difficult in that regard. But having said that, they also have squad resources that are bigger now than they used to have, and you can have 3 substitutes, which you couldn't have then as well. So you know, these things kind of balance themselves out. But it's you know, I was talking to Fernandinho about this after the game at Wolves, and he said it's more mental than anything. It's not a physical problem. You know, you want to, as a player, you want to play all the time, but it's actually, you've got yourself up for the game, and then especially when you've lost like that and you put a lot of effort into defending for 75 minutes with 10 men. You've then got to get yourself back up to that level mentally to go again. And you know, even a pro like Fernandinho, we know what he's all about. He's a warrior as well as a good footballer. But he, you know, he's finding it tough, and that tells you what you need to know. The winter break was brought in for a reason, but then they give a team two games in 48 hours. I mean, sympathy for Wolves, who've got an even shorter turnaround. And have to go to Anfield of all places. It's outrageous, really.
Going home and away, it must be really hard work. Hard work for us, then it must be horrendous for the players. They don't have any time to rest. They just finish the game, stay at home. They can't train. How are they going to put things right? Because there were things that were going wrong. I don't know. They must sit down and talk about it, but actually training and working stuff out on the pitch, they can't do it, can they? It's game after game after game.
I know he'll make changes today, Pep, but still, there'll be somebody out there who played 2 days ago as well, won't there?
Oh yeah, there will be, yeah. I mean, he brought De Bruyne off and De Bruyne didn't seem happy about it, but I can see his reasoning behind it. De Bruyne's an attacking player. We were trying to hold on to something, and he needs it for today. It is difficult. You know, you can't swap all 11 players, so there are going to be people who are going to be feeling it.
I'm still not convinced with Fernandinho back there. I'd prefer to see maybe Rodri sit back there and Fernandinho be a bit mobile in midfield. And hopefully Sergio gets more than 15 minutes, to be honest with you.
So, expecting a win today?
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow of a doubt. I think it could be an angry team. I'm hoping it's an angry team because there's a lot of angry fans.
I think Mendy being dropped is the right decision after a poor performance at Wolves. We're still obviously struggling at centre half, although Garcia and Otamendi were very good at Molineux. Good to see Aguero back up front. I think it's a tough game today, but quality I think we'll beat him 2 or 3-0.
Still optimistic. It's still the Blues.
So a win.
Yeah.
What about you?
I reckon we'll be all right. I trust the boys entirely, and I trust Pep and all.
1963 or 4, I think it was abolished, where they played Christmas Day and Boxing Day, so I've got no sympathy whatsoever.
Did you ever play 2 games in such quick succession?
Yes, plenty of times. We played Easter, Saturday, Monday and stuff like that at Easter.
Did it not affect you then?
Well, you're tired the second game, but you get on with it, don't you?
So you've got no sympathy?
When you're earning that much money, no.
I think we keep getting caught out with that high line. We play at the back, don't we? Keep getting long balls over the top and getting punished by it. It's happening far too many times, mate. Far too many times it's happened this season.
What needs to change then?
Just got to keep playing the way we're playing, keep pressing them, be a bit more comfortable on the ball and stop trying to force it.
Two even sides, Sheffield have been a little unlucky. VAR is killing the game. It's taking all the goals out of the game.
Even though it denied Sheffield the goal?
Yes. Even though it denied Sheffield the goal. It's killing the game. They're taking perfectly good goals out of the game. We'll be finishing up with 0-0 from 1 game. They're killing it. I've been a City fan for 17 years. I was 8-year-old when I went to the first game. I'm 78. I'm thinking of not renewing my season ticket because I have fallen out of love with football.
I thought we were a bit sloppy in the first half. I think we kind of improved near to the late end of the first half. I think Kevin De Bruyne obviously picked up the pace in the second half, provided Aguero with the first goal, and he ran the game as usual.
He's a superb player, Kevin De Bruyne.
Complete player. He's a great finisher, great passer of the ball. He moves well, he makes the play, and overall just I couldn't have a better player in the club, really.
What did you think of the switch with Rodri going at centre back in the second half?
I think with the centre-back problem of Laporte not being fit, obviously we've had him out for most of the season, it's quite hard to find a centre-back that can commit to going into the centre defensive mid role as well. So I think he did a great job of being able to control the midfield as well as dropping into the defensive position and basically controlling the edge of the game as well.
City very static early on, took a while to get going. Maybe a bit leggy, but I think our quality in the end, took us through. De Bruyne, Mahrez, Aguero, he was helping out Zinchenko at left back. What a team, man! I'm really very impressed with him. He was my man of the match, even though De Bruyne got the official award. I thought Aguero led by example there. I don't know whether his manager would tell him off for doing that, but what a player! And you know, it's special for me because I live and work over in that part of the world. So beating the Blades, so I've got a lot of time for. Means a lot. So tomorrow,
they played quite well, Sheffield United, didn't they?
They're a good team. They're not the team that they've been characterised as. They play good football and they're deservedly where they are. We beat a decent team today, a workmanlike but a decent team. But I want City to sort out the managerial situation so that we can have a statement, because I think buying in the summer will be a problem unless we have the manager in place, knowing where he's going to be the year after. I think that might become a problem for us.
Pedestrian in the first half and quite a lot better in the second. I would never have thought of the idea of putting Kyle Walker on the wing in a million years, which shows Pep's a genius.
So is that the difference, Kyle Walker pushing on?
Seemed to be.
We were poor in the first half. Second half we picked up more. When Rodri dropped deeper, spread the centre backs out, and the full backs pushed on. They couldn't handle our midfields. I thought Eric was excellent. Phil was bright when he came on. Gundogan was solid for once, which I don't know. I haven't been able to say that too much this season.
Tell me what the difference was then in the second half. You said the second half was better.
I felt in the first half we weren't able to keep the ball. They were pressing us high, and top teams don't like it when the newer, lower teams, they come up and they get in your faces, and it's tough to deal with. So in the second half, Rodri dropped deeper, spread the centre backs out, full backs on. and they didn't know where to press us because we always had a way out. So I felt that made the difference.
It wasn't the most attractive game of football I've ever watched, however we got the job done. Bravo always makes me a little bit nervous, to be fair. However, he saved a couple, didn't he? So, yeah, 3 points.
If you isolate the second half, I thought City was superb.
Yes, we were in the second half. We were. We started moving the ball more fluidly. There was a bit more pace. Love the fact that Foden came on because he's so up for it, isn't he, when he comes on? So yeah, very enjoyable in the second half.
That carries you into the new year with a bit more confidence and a smile on your face, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. It does. Look, I've been watching City since I was big, 10 years of age, and I still pinch.
11 years.
Yes, 11 years. Thank you, my friend off camera. And I still pinch myself that we are where we are. So yeah, every 3 points is good. Every match that we play is good, and being a blue is the best.
Oh, I can't argue with that.
Painful, if you want my opinion. At times, we look lacking in confidence. To me, I don't know what you think, but
You can't say that about the whole game, can you?
no, the last 20 minutes we look really good. What can I say? Just looks like a crisis of confidence to me. Kevin's dragging us along at the moment, pulling us along, getting us through games.
I thought it was good. Yes, good. And
Could
I
have
loved
played
it at the
better,
beginning. VAR was on our side tonight. Yes.
But the second half, I mean, City were back at the best, weren't they, playing in that game?
They were. We thought they did really well.
Yeah,
I really
it was
enjoyed
good.
the
Good game.
Was there anybody you'd pick out from that performance? Kevin De Bruyne got man of the match.
Kevin,
he's unbelievable.
I think Garcia did well at the back, and I think who else? Rodri did well. Yeah, I think we were okay at the back, thank God. Yes, much better result than the other night.
Good way to end the year.
Yes, absolutely. Brilliant. Especially because her boyfriend's here and he's Sheffield United there. Unlucky, Will.
Well, I've got to ask you, what did you think then as a Sheffield United fan?
I better not say on camera.
Shame
to
of the first half.
Yeah.
I thought your team played pretty well, actually.
Yeah, we always sort of play like that, but yeah, just a bit gutted really that it's happened like that. I don't really mind losing, expected to lose, but the way it happened is a bit disappointing. But yeah, can't really complain about that.
Man City were an unbelievable side. I've never seen a team with that skill and that pressing. Sheffield United depended, if their lives depended on the first half, and it was a magnificent performance on both sides. And I know it's an easy target, but I say it, if you take out VAR, that was a fantastic game. Unfortunately, you can't take VAR out. And I would have said the same if Man City had a goal disallowed under that circumstances. It was terrible. Great result for Man City. I'm really glad Sheffield United didn't need the point, because that would have been really hurtful.
Have you enjoyed your experience here at City?
I've loved my experience here. I do like the food. It's been fantastic. It's been nice meeting people. I do love the heated seats. Oh, my backside like that on a night like this. Yeah, it was great. The quality of the football was first class. It's just a shame there's controversy at the end, but that's nothing to do with the players. I thought just about everyone played really well.
Well, Mark Labbett's nickname on The Chase, the TV programme, is The Beast. And as he would say, for Sheffield United, the chase is over. So City win again, 2-0. Great performance by Kevin De Bruyne. He really is some player, isn't he? A little bit of a tactical change from Pep, you could say a bit of tactical genius, switching to a back three, which allowed Fernandinho to go further forward. Also showed off the best of Rodri, and I thought Eric Garcia played very well as well. So a really good performance by City to end the decade, to end the year of 2019. City next in action against Everton on New Year's Day. I, of course, will be here, hopefully refreshed by a couple of days without being at a match, and hope you'll be refreshed and ready for a new year of vlogs as well. So thanks very much for your support. I appreciate it. As always, it's great to be a Blue. And it's worth saying as well, by the way, that the channel, the YouTube channel, has had over 3 million views now, which is thanks to you. So thanks very much. All the best for 2020. See you again next year.
And as ever, a very big thank you to Hotclickmarketing, who can get your company to the top of Google searches. So give them a call. And thanks for your support, guys.